These are some Dinar Guru updates, starting off with Mark Z via PDK. There are a lot of interesting articles on de-dollarization coming out of Iraq. KRG2 collect custom fees in dinar exclusively. This is the Kurdish region in northern Iraq. They have fully jumped on board with de-dollarization effort. A comment in Iraq, they took all the dollars out of the ATMs, dinar only. Mark Z says, yes, this is all part of the de-dollarization. I can tell you from my sources, they agree, and Kuwait did the same thing before they RV'd. Back then, all fees and transaction had to also be paid in Kuwaiti dinar. To me, this tells us we are circling around the drain on finishing this thing. Claire article, quote, Sudanese advisor, 70% of Iraq's imports are made with BRICS countries. Iraq announced its desire to join the BRICS group as there is an objective basis related to connections of the Iraqi economy with the markets of the BRICS group itself, as it reflects the current account of the Iraqi balance of payments with the countries of that economic group, which includes the strongest emerging markets in the world. All right, Pimpy question, please explain what you mean by dirty float. Pimpy says there are different monetary policies that people could put into place to control their exchange rates. A dirty float is a free float with the government's ability to intervene at any time. All right, Sandy Ingram article, quote, 35 million lost every day. Shutdown of Iraq-Turkey oil pipeline has hurt stat and oil companies. In total, Iraq lost $7 billion US dollars. Turkey has officially notified Iraq the oil pipeline is ready to be reopened. All right, Caparoni says, I think it's important for Iraq to transition to Article 8 because with the help of such a large company, JP Morgan, I don't think Iraq will continue to drag their feet. I think they will make those changes when the conditions are met, and JP Morgan will be right there with them. Frank 26 question, does this auctions changing no USD withdrawals in January mean it will revalue after the first of the year? First of all, it's not a revalue. I've said it over 1 billion times. This is an RI, a reinstatement. So what if you have to wait until January? What is the problem? All right, Mark Z via PDK says, I can confirm that a number of banks are ready, even non-redeeming ones. They are seeing lots of rates and rate changes with holds on them. They have been prepped, and a number of bank presidents, even on smaller banks, have commented they know it's coming. They are telling them they have to wait until they get the go-ahead. A certain regional bank president told me that they expect to be able to exchange within this week. I am hopeful this is accurate. The rest of my banking context says they're on notice and feel it could happen anytime, any hour, or any minute, and they are prepared for this. All right, Militiaman Al-Sudani said he's keen on BRICS for all you BRICS lovers, but he's not going into BRICS at 1310. All right, Pimpy says there's no numbers on the back screen. There's no 1-800 number. You don't have to do a so-called humanity project. Don't get me wrong. I encourage people to do humanity projects if you come out of this with a ton of money. You should give back, and I mean that with all my heart. But it's not a requirement in order for you to get this money. You don't have to call 800 numbers. There's no redemption centers. There's no numbers on the back screen. All of that is bull. And lastly, Mark Z via PDK comment, in my opinion, Iraq will officially join BRICS by January 1st. Mark Z says, I agree with you. I think it's coming sooner than later. Article quote, Iraq ready to join BRICS after banning cash withdrawals in US dollars. Mark Z says this is dated October 13th.